Okay, you know what's all over my FYP right now is moms with their newborns and like getting up with them in the middle of the night for like the feedings and stuff like that. And like it is interesting, and you know, it's good to show that you're just like up at all hours of the night and stuff like that. But I'm always just wondering like the tripod situation, like to set up the tripod, the lighting, like how is the lighting so good? Like, do they just have it full time going like all through the night? Or like when the baby wakes up, they're like, okay, let's put it on the tripod. And again, there's like no judgment.
Are you sure?
I'm just like, I've been a full-time YouTuber and TikToker, well, full-time YouTuber for like 16 years. And a big part of my YouTube, especially when I was pregnant, was like my morning routines and nighttime routines. And like the idea of doing that with a newborn sounds cute, but like also impossible because I was just so tired. And also like, it just seems like a lot.
Once my daughter was born, he all of a sudden was taking care of our daughter, like just as in my eyes, the perfect father. Like he just dotes on her and loves on her and just cuddles and takes care of her, like is so eager to like change her diaper and hold her, like just to do everything. And he's just amazing. When I was recovering from my C-section, he was up all night with the baby, like for the first month, really, if I'm being honest, and he just did so much.
Oh, I mean, Moses, I mean, I say this and people will cancel me, but like literally, like I probably 80% of the work, you know what I mean? Because it's like the first year is so hard. It's like insane. Because I always wanted to be a mom and I always thought I'd be really good. And like, you know, it's just difficult. It's just so much harder than you think. I wasn't just natural like I thought I was gonna be. Every woman's like, naturally I did it and stuff like that. And it wasn't natural to me at first, you know, it was like really hard. But he's like super sweet, especially the sleeping. He like lets me sleep through the night. And I think anybody who gets up with their baby, which is a bonding experience. I get why people want to do it and stuff like that. But to sleep through the night, I'm like sane. I'm like a better mom for it and stuff like that. But
yeah, like, even like a morning routine with a newborn, which isn't like the most difficult thing, but like changing and, you know, dressing and all stuff like that. It just seems like triple the work to have to like set up a tripod, make sure it's right.
I guess it wasn't very realistic then.
Also, like, you have the newborn, so you can't just like leave the newborn like on the counter or something, you know, like.
Leave the baby on the counter? What?
I guess they just have the camera going all the time. I don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No, not really.
Like, I really am not trying to judge. I'm just like, is it just going throughout the whole night, you know, almost like a surveillance camera or something like that, and they just take the clips, or they literally set it up for like 1 minute? Like, I'm just trying to think of like the logistics of it. Like, aside from like what the internet thinks about like judging moms that do this with like an infant, it just seems like a lot of extra unnecessary work. I don't know. As much as I like love showing my baby, I think she's like so cute and the cutest thing in the whole world. Like, sometimes like mommy content kind of like turns me off a little bit.
Really?
I'm like, if that's your whole content, I don't know. That sounds a little judgy. I'm really not trying to judge, but I'm just like,
I am judging you.
The more I see this stuff, the more I'm like, if that's your whole content.
Flashback.
Hey TikTok, this is my first time doing my makeup since having my baby 6 days ago. So I'm gonna do a get ready with me and talk about life as a new mom. First and foremost, I'm obsessed with being a mom. Therefore, all my content lately has been baby content. Sorry, not sorry.
End of Flashback.
Let's listen to that clip again and then compare it with what Trisha said back in February.
As much as I like love showing my baby, I think she's like so cute and the cutest thing in the whole world. Like sometimes like mommy content kind of like turns me off a little bit because I'm like, if that's your whole content, I don't know. That sounds a little judgy. I'm really not trying to judge, but I'm just like, the more I see this stuff, the more I'm like, I don't know.
It's just like, it can be frustrating, but honestly, like, again, it doesn't bother me. It just like sucks that that's like, there's like a narrative out there for parents that like, there's so many like experts. Because there's one thing that I pride myself in is like, I'm not a mommy vlogger. I know a lot of people gave me crap because I named our channel like a family channel. It's really just because like, that's where I post family content. But it's like, she's never the center of my content. And again, I don't even knock people who that is. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. She's not the center of my content.
Malibu was the main focus of Trisha's content for the first several months of her life. I have only shown a small snippet of videos that Malibu was featured in on TikTok and YouTube for the first couple of months.
I have thousands of videos and pictures of her just because like every parent does. Like every parent films every single thing. Because it's amazing, all of it, but
3 minutes later.
You could call me a mommy vlogger, I guess, but
Soon after.
when she was first born, like I always say this, like I always regret not posting more.
She regrets not posting more. What?
But people, I was listening to trolls in my head of like, oh my God, is my baby a prop? Am I using her? Am I this and that? It's like, no. And like looking back now, I had the clear mind. I'm like, gosh, I really wish I would have just even posted more, and took more video, because at the time I didn't even want to take video. I was like, okay, yeah, right. Like, okay, I just want to be a mom, and you just want to like protect her. And so you just don't, you know what I mean? But like at the time, it's just like, that's what I was thinking. And I wasn't filming anything, where I just wish I would have had those memories more so. And
Wait a second. Is Trisha trying to blame internet trolls for not filming her baby more? Why would she not film the baby for her own private use and just not post it? Also, didn't she just say that she has thousands of videos and pictures?
I have thousands of videos and pictures of her just because like every parent does. Like every parent films every single thing. I don't know. So if you're a new parent and you want to share it online, share your baby online, like do it. You know what I mean? Like those are the moments, you know? And again, like now it is a fine line, because people are disgusting as far as like hate, like really just hateful towards a child. Like that's, you know, like literally so disgusting, and that's on them, really, truly.
Actually, Trisha, that's on you as the parent. Your infant child has no say on whether or not she has an online presence where she may be subjected to the kind of hate you're referring to, if that's even true. Furthermore, you're also subjecting her to possible creeps and predators, along with a host of other risks which could potentially lead to real-world harm.
But at the same time, she does do really cute things. I like love her. This is a totally different age. Like so many people share their babies on social media, like so many people. And it's like, it's not constant filming every day. And if we are filming something, it's like, I don't upload everything. You know what I mean? It's like everyone can like post their baby on social media and enjoy, but why can't I? You know what I mean?
The simple answer is because it is exploitative. Also, by posting your child online, you are opening them up to public scrutiny. It's invasive, and it's potentially dangerous or harmful for a myriad of reasons.
I don't know. And look, being a parent is so hard. Like, it's actually so hard. So, like, I would never, like, shame parents for parenting. It's just more like, I kind of get the debate of, like, how much of your kids you should put online.
Do you?
It is disgusting. They do not have a choice in this. They are not getting a say. Your baby doesn't even speak to have a say. As someone who is not blessed enough to have children or have been able to get pregnant, you have had a blessing, and you protect that blessing with all costs. How dare you put them on the internet?
How dare you put them on the internet?
How dare you put them on the internet? How dare you put them on the internet? On the internet, on the internet, on the internet, on the internet, on the internet.
What are your guys' thoughts on it? You know, like, I get wanting to show off your new baby, like, it's so beautiful, but like filming like all the parts of the nighttime routine, just all the steps of the routine. I don't know. I've just, when it's like bath time and stuff, I've never once thought like, let me show this.
Parenting is so like up for interpretation, and it's so personable and it's so instinctual. Like you'll just have those instincts, right? What to do with your baby, when and how to protect them, what's the best for them. Like it's just like, it's such a personal thing. So I can't even imagine being like, I would never do this. Don't do this if your baby's not doing this.
I just want to point out that I don't condone nor do I agree with parents putting bath time or diaper changing and the like online. My only intention is to show Trisha's hypocrisy in that she has said specifically that she can't imagine having an opinion about what other parents do or don't do. It seems that she's always flip-flopping or contradicting herself.
I don't know. I don't want this to sound judgy, because like I really do think, like, I understand the pride and stuff you have when you have a baby and you're a mom, like, and mom life is interesting. I've seen people do it with like a fake baby doll, but I guess it doesn't give the same realness. I don't know. And then there's some people who think you shouldn't put your baby on at all, like any cute moments. I mean, there's always going to be a debate for everything. What are your guys' thoughts? Anyways, it's Saturday morning. These are my thoughts.
My thoughts are that Trisha is being hypocritical, as usual. She's also judging parents for this type of content, but lacks the fortitude to come right out and say so, and wants to try to frame it otherwise, lest she be judged herself. She doesn't seem to understand that her having an opinion on something is not the problem. The problem is her inconsistency and hypocrisy. Additionally, I wonder if Trisha feels like she's unable to have a strong opinion about posting these types of things as a mother, because admittedly she doesn't take part in the majority of the caregiving for her daughter.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I say this and people will cancel me, but like literally, like I probably 80% of the work. And people like shame me for that. Like, oh my God, Moses does all the work.
Knowing Trisha, if she is admitting to Moses doing 80% of the work with regards to their daughter, then there's a strong probability that it's actually more than what she'll admit to. In the following clip, Trisha basically says how lucky she is that her time with her daughter is mostly fun and that she will change a diaper if she has to. Trisha deems this most basic part of child caregiving as hard.
I feel very lucky because I do get to do, like, you know, she's such a cute age and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, having the fun stuff and stuff like that, you know. Because I'll say, like, changing a diaper is fucking hard. It's not fun. And when I say that, people are like, oh my God, you can't even change your baby's diaper. It's like, it's just hard.
No one wants to change a diaper.
Yeah, I'll change a diaper. I mean, obviously, of course. But it's just like, that's like not the fun part. And that's like, it is hard. To me, it's like a little hard. I have someone that does like 80% and it's still fucking hard. It's so hard.
Yeah, I would have.
It seems as if Trisha only wants to concern herself with the so-called fun parts of child rearing, or what she deems as easy. Trisha also admitted that Moses is the primary caregiver to their daughter on her podcast episode with Dr. Drew.
And I feel bad that he does a lot of the caregiving. And
Trisha may be feeling left out of the mommy community on TikTok because she wasn't able to make the same type of content that she is now seeing on her For You page, since she didn't take care of Malibu throughout the night, which she acknowledges in the next clip.
I had a husband that stayed up with the baby all night. Like, I never stayed up with her, which also I feel guilt to that. You know, I'm like, why can't I stay up with my own baby? You know what I mean? I was sleeping through.
What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below.
Also, please consider subscribing.
And again, I don't even knock people who that is. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. So if you're a new parent and you want to share it online, share your baby online, like, do it.
As much as I like love showing my baby, I think she's like so cute and the cutest thing in the whole world. Like, sometimes like mommy content kind of like turns me off a little bit, because I'm like, if that's your whole content, I don't know. That sounds a little judgy. I'm really not trying to judge, but I'm just like,